Welcome everyone. In this video, we will solve a GATE 1992 question in which we have to find the collector current. Okay, or we can say in this question it is clearly mentioned we have to find the current to the 2 kilo ohm resistance. Say this one is say our IC1, the collector current. We can say the collector current passing through the 2 kilo ohm resistance that we have to find, and the VBE value is also given 0.65 volt. Okay, so VBE value means we can say this value is given VBE 0.65 volt, and two transistors are there, NPN transistor, so we can say this one is 0.65 volt. Okay, one important thing in addition to that, it is clearly mentioned high value of high value of beta. Okay, so if in a question it is mentioned that high value of beta, okay, this is very in get exam, so many questions are coming by giving the statement high value of beta. So what exactly it means? Okay, so as we know, IC equals to beta times IB. Okay, IC equals to beta times of IB. So if beta is very high, so IB can be written as IC by beta. And if we are saying beta is very high, so it means this IB is nearly 0 ampere. Okay, so we have to take this as a assumption that IB value will be 0, IB value 0 for high value of beta. Okay, so this is very important concept. In most of the time, this type of numerical is coming in gate. Okay, so that thing we have to keep in mind. Okay, so now we know the IB value is 0, so means IB1 is also 0 and IB2 is also 0. So we can say this current, that is our IB1, is 0, and this say IB2 will be 0, and this circuit is a IC1. So the emitter current, this one is also IC1, or we can write this one is same as that of IC I1. Now this one is also IC1, or we can say is IC2. This can be also written as IC2. We can write, so IC1 equals to this one is IC1, and this one is equal to IC2, and we can write it IE2. So this current will be same. Okay, so now IB1, IB2 are 0. So we can say the this current, say I1. Okay, I am saying I1. So this current is also I1, and this current is also I1. So the same current flowing through this resistance, all three resistance. So I am making a, okay, and this voltage we can say 10 volt, and this voltage is say 0 volt. Okay, and this resistance is 6.5 kilo ohm, and this one is our 1.85 kilo ohm, and this one is 1.65 kilo ohm. Okay, so one can write these three resistance is in series because the base current is 0. Okay, so no need to mention because this one will be 0 current, so it should be open. Okay, so this will be is in series. So if we sum all this resistance, it will come 6.5, 1.85, then 1.65, it will come 10 kilo ohm, and this one is 0 volt. So we can say the current I1, so we can easily write the value of I1 equals to 10 higher potential minus lower potential by 10 kilo. Okay, so 10 by 10 kilo, so it should be 1 milliampere. So we can write I1 as a 1 milliampere. Is it okay? So now we know the value of I1. Okay, now we know the value of I1, 1 milliampere. Okay, so why we are doing this one? Because we have to find this value of IC1. Okay, for the calculation of IC1, what we can do now? If we apply Kirchhoff's voltage law in this loop, say loop 1, okay, then we can find the value of IC1, because we have to find the value of IC1. Okay, so we have to apply the KVL in this loop. Okay, we can't apply here, okay, because we don't know this voltage, so it will better to write the KVL equation in this loop. So how we can write? So so we have to write the KVL equation, Kirchhoff's voltage law equation in this loop. So what we have to do? We have to start from this side. Okay, so we are just going opposite to the current. So one can write this as a 1 into 10 to power 3. Okay, IC1. Okay, minus plus, so it should be plus 0.65. Okay, then we are going in the direction of current, so we are taking it minus 1.65 into 10 to power 3, and I1 value is known to us. Okay, equals to 0. Simple Kirchhoff's voltage law in this section. Okay, you can take the means minus IC1 plus minus this one plus this one as per your convention, but I am writing like that. Okay, so it should be 10 to power 3 IC1 plus 0.65 minus 1.65 into 10 to power 3, and I1 is already known to us, 10 to power minus 3 milliampere. Okay, so it should be 0. So this and this should be cancel out, so we can write 10 to power 3 IC1 minus 0, oh sorry, it should be 1, it should be minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so we can write IC1 equals to 1 by 10 to power 3, which is basically our 1 milliampere. So we can easily say the current will be 1 milliampere. So the current, this IC1 is nothing but simply 1 milliampere. This one is also 1 milliampere, because base current is 0, so the current flowing through this resistance 2 kilo ohm will be 1 milliampere. So we can write as a 1 milliampere. So this one is a very simple question, but we have to know some KVL, how to apply KVL. Okay, and these three resistance will be in series, because this current will be 0. So we can easily find the value of I1. If we know this value of I1, this voltage we have to know, it is given 0.65. Okay, so IC1 we have to find, so apply KVL. So only network concept we have to utilize there, and some basic BJT behavior. Okay, so this one is important. High value of beta means current gain is very high. So base current is nearly 0. Also we know the base current is around microampere. And so, but it is clearly mentioned the value of beta is very high. So we have to take it 0. So this current will be same. IC1 will be same. Here also same. So in that way we can easily find the value of the current flowing through the 2 kilo ohm resistance. So the our option will be 1 milliampere. Okay. So our option will be 1 milliampere is the answer. Okay. So this is all about this GATE 1992 question. So thank you for watching, and you do practice so many questions similar to that. Thank you for watching.